One of my favorite topics to watch YouTube videos on are Garry's Mod maps, forgotten Garry's Mod maps, historic Garry's Mod maps, deranged Garry's Mod maps. You get to see levels from a game that for me has been long forgotten in my mind. So revisiting all these levels and knowing about their history fills me with this childlike wonder, going back and learning all these interesting facts about them. Today though, I want to take you through a map that you may have forgotten completely. A map in which its history is completely lost to time, and until now, the true story has never been told. Today's subject is GM Ghetto, a map created by WowToons in 2016, which was 8 years ago. GM Ghetto was supposed to replicate the dark RP style of map. It's got multiple buildings, open areas to hang out with, and a few alternative paths that you can take. There are 4 residential houses, with one of them being accessible through a breakable wood platform in the back of the house. Inside this house is a subway seat, a 357 revolver, and a pile of crates. This is the only one of these buildings that is accessible, but the building next to the final residential house appears to be a gun shop. There's a knockdown door that can be accessed through the back of the building. Inside this building is a few tables with a prop shotgun and machine gun on them. Outside of this building is a stack of crates which you can climb over to go behind an apartment complex. There's a truck outside with a ladder leading up to one of the rooms. This barren room has a bed frame, tables blocking the door, a metal table, and a fridge that you can use to jump out the window. This part really reminds me of that one sniper spot on GM Big City. Next to the apartment building, you can find rubbish scattered on the ground. Parallel to these buildings, there's a large empty brick and a nuclear power plant, with a thumping noise that can be heard from the outside. In reality, these are just the restrictors from Half-Life 2. You can get into this building from the back as well. The street is a lot more populated and definitely gives off the same energy I get from Dark RP's iconic downtown map. There's benches placed around everywhere for citizens to sit on, the same garbage littered around the place, there's dead trees, phone boxes, and several vehicles. The map structure itself is pretty basic, regular skybox, and no drawers to restrict the player from going out of bounds. You may be looking at what I've shown you so far and questioning why I find this map so endearing. It's honestly just some workshop slop. But what I'm more interested in is its creator's story, WowToons. WowToons, or Brandon, was 12 years old when GM Ghetto was made. It was his first ever Garry's Mod map, and while he didn't think much of it, it took him a week to make, and he felt good enough to publish it to the Steam Workshop. Brandon had 3,000 hours in Garry's Mod, and he loved playing Dark RP. I think you must have gathered by now, but I do actually know this Brandon person. Went to primary and high school together. We played Dark RP and TF2 a lot together. I'm even thanked and added as a creator of the map. I did nothing to help the map's creation besides give him a cookie at lunch, apparently. I wanted to make this video to honor Brandon, as on the 20th of August 2023 he passed away due to a car crash, and I wanted to make some way to commemorate his life in my own sort of way. Brandon inspired me to make maps on Garry's Mod, which I made 2 of, and one of the last things he said to me was to keep making videos. So, thank you Brandon for everything. I miss you. Sorry this video is so short, I didn't really have a good passion on what I wanted to make this week. Normally when I make a video I'm like all cylinders ahead firing on what I want to make, but this time, I just couldn't get the subject out of my mind and I wanted to revisit a map that just felt special to me. I hope you enjoyed learning about the history. This video has no ads on it and it was made with permission from Brandon's family.